think we should proceed.
All right, we can go on without
We
Philippe.
can proceed.
I know.
He's the
He's being sweet.
sixth best
He's
character in the show.
I'm counting. 1,
Wait,
2,
what?
3, 4, 5.
Okay. I'm not last.
Yay!
I would love to know what number I'm at, but I'm just happy not to be last.
Yeah.
Can we just not go there? It's just,
Yo, let's not start ranking each other.
That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea.
that's more feelings we don't
This
need.
brings up a lot of bad feelings. There are no winners in the let's rank each other as a game.
Yeah, that's not good.
All right, well, you start the show, so start
it's a
the
whoopee
show.
episode,
Oh my
Erin.
God.
You got it, girl.
All right. Welcome to Warped, the irregular Star Trek podcast.
We are a regular.
A funny thing happened today. You want to hear about it?
Sure.
Yeah.
So a space rift formed
Whoa.
where clocks went ahead 1 hour.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
And
It's the best day of the year.
and I accidentally watched First Contact instead.
Whoa. wait.
First Contact,
Is
the
the-
one where Riker fucks
Yeah.
Lilith.
Yeah. Yeah. That is Lilith.
We
I thought it
already
was-
watched that
I know.
one.
I didn't know.
Ah.
The rift.
Did you? How
the
far,
rift.
Back in
how
time.
far in did you get before you remembered that you had seen it before?
I hadn't seen it before.
She wasn't on that episode.
Oh, she's not? Oh.
No, that
okay.
was the one we did on Skype.
Oh.
That's why I just did the what's next in the queue, and I was like,
Yeah.
well, because sometimes Whoopi doesn't show up till like three
Right.
quarters of the way in, and I was like,
What happened?
I'm like almost to the end. I'm like, maybe I should look at my list, and I'm like, oh yeah, and then I look
Yeah,
at the
you
pod,
have a list.
and then
right?
I know I had a list, but I was being like super lazy.
We've all been there. We've all been there.
So
you have not
That's
seen this
why I said
episode,
I'd
is what
save
you're
it to for the podcast when you asked me if I had seen
That is a good
episodes.
story. I'm
All
glad
right.
you saved it for the podcast.
But then when I read the
was the right
little
choice.
synopsis,
fine.
I actually saw Alpha Memory. Like I saw Alpha Memory on Google, so that's as close as I've gotten to like.
Well, you went to Alpha Memory.
I didn't actually go. I saw it in my list of offerings, and I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. But anyway. That's why I know about the space rift.
I'm actually on Memory Alpha right now.
Yeah.
I called it Alpha Memory.
Yeah. Sorry.
The fact that you called it Alpha Memory means you're not ready.
But she's close. At least she got there.
She's working, though.
Yeah.
I was doing some Googles. Anyway.
That's funny.
What are we watching? We're watching season 4, episode 17. It's called Night Terrors.
Yes.
Sean, how much time is on the clock?
45, 51, and I'm punching
Did
the
we even
clock.
do I'm Mad, I'm
No,
Sean?
but they
We're
know.
all those things and more.
Go ahead and
Erin's the
start
only-
it.
She's number one. We got 45, 51 on the clock, and I'm punching the triangle in 3, 2, 1, punch.
Yes.
This is an episode about what if you have sleep issues and you
Well, we're
cannot get a
feeling
good
that in the
night's
main
sleep.
house.
Oh, and Philippe's not here. He's
Yeah. He'll be here.
There's Ensign Rager again, but when
Oh.
you see her on the subtitles, it looks
It's
like
like
it says
GIF or
Rager.
GIF.
the
Yeah.
actress who plays her. Also plays Whoopi Goldberg's daughter in the wildly underrated film Rat Race.
Her fictional
race.
daughter.
Yes.
No, okay.
Oh, the movie with like Rowan Atkinson?
Yes.
What?
That's, that's really funny that you bring that up because Philippe and the kids watched that this weekend.
I saw that
No
with
kidding.
Philippe
Yes.
in the theater.
Yeah, and he mentioned
me
that
too.
he saw it with
What
you.
is the premise of Rat Race in 5 seconds?
It's white. It's
Competition.
What's the
it's this
tagline?
big- What's that movie? It's a mad world.
It's a race around the world.
A race for a treasure.
For a treasure, yeah.
Uh-huh.
With kind of like normal people.
ADD.
Yeah,
around
but
the
it's
world.
all a bunch of character actors from that time.
Yeah.
Cuba Gooding Jr.'s in it.
They're all in their individual
Bean.
vehicles.
They're all going for the treasure.
It's Cannonball.
John-
It's Cannonball Run.
Mr.
Yeah.
Beans in
John
there.
Cleese plays a crazy
Yeah,
billionaire
like there's the
casino
Monty
owner
Python.
who
He's like
has
the sponsor.
is and he's using it to bet on.
Is Mr. Rowan Atkinson playing Mr. Bean? In-
I got it.
You know,
hope so.
essentially, yeah.
Oh.
But he plays as a weird Italian guy. but he fought.
Which
That's
is
a
Mr. Bean.
necrophiliac, not a necrophiliac, a narcolept.
Difference.
Those are very different things.
Very different.
I'm a narcoleptic necrophiliac.
One you fall asleep like you're dead, and
That's-
one you fuck dead people.
That it's the first. He was a
Being
narcolept.
dead is just a long sleep.
You really don't want to be a narcoleptic at a necrophilia convention?
It's not gonna go well for
Imagine the hijinks.
Oh,
Don't you? Don't you?
I mean,
Shake up.
Imagine the misunderstanding.
Or the understanding.
I mean, this person is alive. The outrage.
yeah. They'd be
Yeah.
so pissed.
Furious. I demand a refund. May I speak to the manager?
I want to point out that Philippe is not here because he's being a good father. And he's tending to his children.
Look at this fucking guy.
Oh, this show's going.
Yeah.
Who is this, Matt? Can you fill us in?
Did you just get murdered?
Sean's gonna give you the stat.
All right, stat it up.
Better stat it up.
Okay.
Yep.
He's the
Get-
Lacero.
Talk amongst yourselves.
We haven't really talked about the fact that this is our welcome back episode. It's been a while.
No, last week's was our welcome back
Well,
episode.
sure, but we didn't talk about it then.
We haven't. Yeah, it's been 2 months, 3 months since we met.
Yeah.
So we're happy to be back.
Thanks for hanging
Some of
in
us.
there.
I'm having Taco Bell regrets, but it's
Hey,
cool.
we're watching
Not everyone's all that happy to be back.
Night Terrors. Original air date March 16th, 1991. The Enterprise gets trapped.
Some
in
of
a-
us are like, this was maybe a mistake.
Yeah, I've made a huge mistake.
more Taco Bell, apparently.
in a Tychon's Rift.
Min, did you get some Taco Bell? Did you get some veggie? Mm-hmm. Did you have a tacos de papas?
I'm having some nachos. It's
I
fried
love
right now.
saying tacos de papas. It rolls off the tongue. It's so good.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sean.
What do you think the IMDb rating of this episode is?
Well, someone gave me a clue that it's boring.
Ooh,
I think Matt said it.
it's pretty boring, I think.
I
I-
fell asleep, so I didn't finish
That's
it.
no judge, though. You fall
But
asleep
that doesn't
during-
count because you always
Uh,
fall asleep.
Yeah.
I usually stay up for
That's
the good
not
ones.
an actual argument, like for or
Yeah.
against.
He's a narcoleptic.
Necrophilia.
Sorry.
I'm going to say 6, 7.
I think that IMDb nerds hate Troy, and this is a pretty Troy heavy episode. I think that this is a 6.0.
Ooh. I'll stick with 6.3.
Then win.
I don't know, dude.
Sustain for the stars, man.
5-3.
7-2.
Oh, that's way too high.
Shit.
They think this is better than the last episode.
Oh, well, it
Well.
has 100% less Geordie. So it's good in that way.
It's got- this
O'Brien's
episode-
in this one. Keiko's in this
yeah.
one.
Oh, no.
For like 5
Not
seconds.
O'Brien and Keiko.
Keiko's
They are
funny.
the most boring relationship.
Keiko's pretty boring. O'Brien's
right.
O'Brien's fun, but
What is
With
Keiko's
this
pretty
dude?
That's what I said.
I know.
Didn't you hear me earlier when I
Yeah.
said, "Look at that guy"?
I know.
But look
He's
at
so
him now.
annoying when he's sick. Look at his face. I hate his
Is
face.
he sick or is he Frankenstein?
He's supposed to be in a coma, but he blinks a lot. So I don't know.
Do you think that
Don't
was...
you close your eyes when you're in a coma?
Yeah, that would
But
be
he's
a
talking.
sign that he's waking up.
He's talking.
What he's doing right now.
But she's telepathic. He's Bedazoid.
I feel like in order to
I
keep
see.
your
She's
eyes
telepathically
drying
talking
out,
to him.
they close them for you when you're in a coma
Oh, I never thought about that.
But that's only movie fiction.
because your eyes dry out if you keep your eyes open.
Not that
Yeah.
I've actually tried to close a dead person's eyes when their eyes are open, but I don't think you can actually close their eyelids, right?
Of course you can.
Can you?
Have you not seen a movie?
That's a movie.
Well, they also put pennies on their eyes to weigh it
That
down.
was to play Charon to the rowboat guy who took you across the river Styx.
Charon or Chiron?
It was
Oh.
it's
Chiron?
spelled
Oh,
Charon.
that's not that's not to just close the eyelids to keep them
Charon.
shut.
Yeah. Why,
No, it
why
was
the
to
pennies?
pay the. It was
it's
a
the
myth.
passage.
It was
Oh,
to
okay.
pay the boat rower.
I
who
thought it
would
was like
row
flattening a
you.
poster and you needed to put the pennies
Right,
on
it's
there.
just for the weight.
But what about inflation? Like, what if that's not enough fare anymore? Like, that can't give them.
Well,
them
at some point
across.
they stopped doing it, and I don't.
You can tape your Bitcoin sticks on there.
Are there Bitcoin sticks?
There's like
I thought Bitcoin was an entirely like imaginary.
You can save
thing.
your shit on a thumb drivey thing.
but that's you. That's just sort of like the-
backup.
Yeah, or
They're called like nano ledgers
I
or
actually
something.
don't know.
I don't want to talk too much about.
Don't you
this.
want backup for your backup?
We don't have the
Philippe
the
is not
expert
here.
in the.
Thank
The only
God.
person who really knows isn't in the room.
So we'll move along.
So good thing we don't have to talk about crypto for the next 20 minutes.
Man, they've gotten stuck in a thing. They're basically in sort of
Not a washing machine, right?
quicksand, sort of. They're stuck.
It's like a water drawer.
They're stuck in space. They've gone looking for another ship that also got stuck in space. So now there are two ships in space, stuck in space.
And everyone on the other ship is
And
now
everyone on the other
dead.
ship is dead. And they killed each other. They all went crazy and killed each
Oh,
other.
and these are old videos.
They're watching old home movies of the old kit ship.
Yeah, this would be like a LARP you've written.
It's like Blair Witch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Deanna is walking in a green screen studio. This is some not great special effects work from the early 90s.
It's like the Big Lebowski.
It is.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
I had to find my condition.
Oh yeah.
What is she in the holodeck or something?
So
she's-
here's what Memory Alpha says about this. Marina Sirtis commented that her requests for more action scenes had backfired. She had to grapple with an intense fear of heights in order to film the flying scenes.
What?
The terror on my face was real. I was absolutely terrified, she said. Because they've got her up on wires, right?
Yeah.
To make her float.
Has anyone ever been up
but
on
they don't
wires
need
before?
to put her up like 50 feet. She can just be like 2 feet above the ground, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
You'd think. But somehow
Did you
they
see
hung her way higher than that, apparently.
Look what she wears when she's sleeping. We've seen her in that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
that's-
uncomfortable.
You do not want something
Why
wrapped
would
around
you
your
ever
neck.
want something
Collar around your neck while you're trying to sleep.
Well, the sheets
Seems like a terrible
automatically
idea.
make me upset because they look scratchy.
The
but
sheets look super shiny
and
and
sweaty.
scratchy.
Yeah.
So,
But
like,
it all looks good.
that's why Jean-Luc wears the really long neck tunic when he sleeps, because he doesn't like anything around his neck.
I like it when he wears the like wraparound that doesn't wrap around.
Look at this John Mulaney looking motherfucker. I said yesterday when I saw this episode to Stan, who did not think that was funny.
You have a better audience today.
We're like, yes.
Oh, he's had
Look at him. Look at a cute little Twinkie.
Yeah.
Those ears.
Those are ears you grab onto, baby.
Nice.
Matthew. Well, welcome to 2022,
I mean-
guys. You're the tiger.
I'll allow it.
He does have pretty prominent ears.
He looks like that guy
Wait,
on SNL right
just
now.
So
think he
then,
looks
do
like
you
John
grab
Mulaney.
onto Jordy's
I don't want to
visor?
talk about it anymore. No, I would. No, I feel like that visor is delicate. I feel like it breaks a lot. I don't think you'd grab onto that.
Back to that.
Meanwhile,
What's going on with this guy?
back in the coma
He's the
room.
one. He's the one survivor from the other ship, right? The first ship.
Yes,
He has chosen an odd.
and
sort
he's
of-
Betazoid.
Yeah.
Oh, he's Betazoid too.
He is, and he was somehow the only survivor of whatever happened. The mass murder, suicide on the other ship. Meanwhile,
Oh, this is another.
Brian and
Miles hates
Keiko.
his wife.
Yeah, he does.
The very first to start breaking from the stress of everything
Is Miles.
because they were kind of already there.
They hate each other already.
Once again, the engineer has women problems.
Yeah, he has a wife who they can't stand each other. What I think is crazy is that Star Trek portrays this as a happy marriage. like these guys are supposed to be happily married to each other.
Well, sure. That's part of being happily married, isn't it?
Which part?
Aaron?
The part where you're. The part where you're.
Well, you argue with
You mean
each
the
other.
ups and downs?
Yeah, ups and downs.
Well, yeah, I guess it's when they only show them like this.
You never get to see any of the ups.
Her body language shows she's not being very kind to him because usually when there's some kind of problem, you at least want to like, unless it's with each other, you want to like kind of be gentle with each other. So the body language isn't necessarily directed at that person.
Well,
like
they're all
but she's clearly upset about something.
they're all super on edge because this thing that they're stuck in, this quicksand or whatever, is messing with their sleep.
They can't sleep.
Oh yeah, everyone's going crazy.
Nobody is getting a good night's sleep. So they're all starting to go bonkers because they aren't sleeping well.
Well, that makes sense. I would go bonkers if I wasn't sleeping well. Who's this guy that Miles is talking to?
Just some rando.
Another engineering guy who's really bad with women.
Are you assuming that, Sean?
Just playing the character, man. I mean, look at that guy. He looks like he would be very douchey.
So the fact that they can't sleep, man, is making them all loopy. Like Jean-Luc is hearing the doorbell, but there's nobody at the door.
Yeah.
Finally, he gets up and goes and looks, and there's nobody there.
Is the fish there?
I didn't see the fish. I looked for it last night. I didn't see it in there.
Who's playing Ding Dong Ditch?
Who is ding dong ditching Jean-Luc Picard? How dare you? How dare you? Door ditch Jean-Luc Picard. That accent was all over the place.
Did you say Ding Dong Ditch?
I did.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
What is Ding Dong?
You don't
That
know
is
Ding
again.
Dong
No.
Ditches, man?
You never, yeah.
You go to someone's
You would
door.
run up, usually you would go to the parents of a friend
Yeah.
because you would be too cowardly to do it to a stranger.
But
because that
and
would
you
be
knew
rude.
somebody would be home.
You didn't want to be mean. Like the thing about being a kid is that you want to do shit, but you don't want to be a bad person.
Yeah.
So you would go to like somebody's parents' house that you knew wouldn't really get mad at you. And you would ring the doorbell, and then you would run and hide, and you would watch them open the
I
doorbell,
see.
and nobody
Ding
was
dong
there.
ditch.
Yeah. You
Get
didn't know
it?
that's what
Get
that
it?
was
I'm
called.
not saying it was
Bitch.
a good game. I'm just saying that's what it was.
Do you think people still do that nowadays? Probably
I
not,
hope so.
right?
I hope so.
Really?
The ring probably
I
screwed
mean, my
that up.
God, what have we lost as a
What
society
have
if
we
nobody's
lost?
playing Ding Dong Ditch?
I have not heard of Ding Dong Ditch until this very day.
Time to go do it.
No.
Kind of alternate universe motherfuckery are we in if we can't even enjoy door ditching?
I know, right?
Isn't there like a special name for that same game, but it's different in like the UK? I want to say it's like Nicky knocking 9 doors or something. Just
Wow.
terribly English.
I mean,
it's
I
not.
hope that's true.
It should be. Jacob, were you raised in London, perhaps?
Nicky knocking 9 door?
You know, so it's got to be something like that, right?
It has to be that. If it's not,
It was not. It should be. Let's call Parliament.
Well, this will make a good corrections corner someday.
you'll have to deliver it with.
I think it's one of those games that everybody has. It's just called different things in different cultures.
Uh-huh. It's like how pierogies exist everywhere.
Yeah.
what is the Mexican pierogi?
I think I ate it
It's
today.
called a burrito.
It's an empanada. No, it's an empanada.
There you go. Yes.
We got there.
For crying out loud.
The brain
Sorry.
trust.
I forget about the deep fried part.
I thought empanadas were like South American or Central American. Are they Mexican
Oh,
too?
you think they don't have them in Mexico, maybe?
Not so much.
Probably have a version.
They've got something like it. If they don't, maybe they don't call it that.
Why wouldn't the South American
Called it chimichanga.
I thought it was like Argentina is like the
Chimichanga
empanada
is a
center,
fried
isn't it?
burrito, which is basically the same thing.
Well, where do you think the
A
burger?
chimichanga.
Yeah, that's a fried burrito.
What would you say the burger center is?
Burger Center.
Burger center of the world.
Burger Center. Come down and get your burgers.
I mean, America is the inventor of the burger.
Yeah.
Like,
Are we trying to go to
You
a
don't see a
state
lot of
within?
burgers
Within
in like
America.
other
Ooh,
countries.
a state
We're
within.
one big burger.
That's a good
with
question.
Canada and Mexico as the bun.
Oh, what country has? What state has the
Somewhere
best
in the
burger?
middle where there's a lot of
Would
room for the
claim,
cattle
like,
to roam.
We're the burger state.
Somewhere where barbecuing and cattle roam.
Yeah, I feel like Colorado or Wyoming or someplace like where there's a lot of big sky country kind of. That's where you get the great cows, right?
Yeah.
Not Texas.
Texas, maybe. I feel like Texas. Does Texas still have cattle ranching? I feel like Texas is all
they
oil
do.
fields now. I have
They've
no.
still
I've
got
never.
some cattle.
I'm going to say yes to cattle in Texas.
I mean, it's the Hook'em Longhorns.
Our grandfathers did it. Our fathers did it. And by golly, we're going to keep raising cows. Mm-hmm. Why not? So what? Who cares?
So what? Who cares? Yeah, just throw an old, Joy Behar reference into the mix every once in a while.
Oh, is that what that was?
That's a big running thing in our household.
Is it really?
Yeah. That's one of our go-tos.
Who's watching The View? You? You don't have to answer
They
that.
both denied it.
That was a deeply personal question.
They both
No,
say
no.
it's the other person watching it.
Neither of us are watching The View. Just that sketch from isn't it like Fred Armisen as Joy Behar?
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Yep.
That's funny. So what's going on in the show?
There.
I'm sorry, I fell asleep.
Did you?
Yeah.
No, not right now, but
Oh.
at this point in time in the show.
Oh, I thought you meant you fell asleep just now.
They just
While we
talked
were
about
talking.
taking a nap on the show, so it would have been a good
You
time.
could have taken a 30-second micro nap. Like, I wouldn't know.
It has happened before. Well, I'd admit to it if it had.
Damn, I'm trying to look up the history of the hamburger, and it's hard.
Yeah.
Considerable evidence suggests that either the U.S. or Germany, the city of Hamburg, was the first country
Oh
where
yeah.
2 slices
Fucking
of bread
Hamburg.
and a ground beef steak were combined into a hamburger sandwich and sold. But I want
not the
more.
same.
I want more information, more specificity.
I know. That's the thing about
it to me.
food, though. It kind of is happening everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah, maybe it's like the empanada, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's a Vietnamese burger? I don't think Vietnam has a burger.
Not a lot of cows in Vietnam, right? No,
Would it be
maybe.
a fish sandwich? Something
So
like that.
I'm looking through my notes here,
Yeah.
and for some reason I've written, "It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a Mario."
What's going on with Captain Picard right now?
He's
You have no
freaking
memory.
out.
Why? Did you write that? What could it mean?
Mario.
It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a Mario.
You gotta timestamp your notes from now on.
I must have been high at the
Yeah.
time. That's the only thing that makes any sense.
How are you?
I thought that was hilarious.
Yes.
So funny, I wrote it down.
Are you smoking that old weed, Matt?
I still have so much weed, man.
Okay.
Because I'm a very casual
Casual
user.
smoker. Yeah.
Every year I end every year with more weed than I started with. Because I can't smoke it fast enough.
No. I feel like I used to smoke a lot of weed, but
Shiny is everything is.
So wrong.
The pillow, the sheets, the plants behind
Let
him.
me just
weed.
crash out in this tarp.
This is not
happy.
a rectangular pillow.
At least it's not. Yeah, it's not a square. It's not a brick.
triangular.
It's like,
It
which
is-
Golden Girl? Whoa, snakes.
Snakes.
No snakes.
No snakes.
That would make it hard to sleep.
Yeah. I was saying I feel like I have smoked a lot of weed, but since I've gotten more into weed, I've tried to smoke more weed, and I don't know.
Do you guys
Is
hear
it
what's happening
possible,
right
men, that you should maybe smoke less weed?
No
I heard more, and then I heard more. Go on.
Yes, that's how it.
I'm going to suggest that maybe you tone it down.
that makes little sense to me. All right, because when you want to explore something, you want to get into it, right? You don't want to get less into it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
It's a terrifying prospect to lose control of one's mind. That's what Jean-Luc just said on screen. I just read the subtitles, but they were apropos to
Yeah.
the conversation.
They were. Well, where's John?
Well, I'm pretty
right
proud
now?
of It's a Bird, It's a Plane, It's a Mario. I'm going to keep that one.
They're starting to look haggard. They're giving them bags under their eyes.
Yeah.
Who? Why do I write these things down? Who is the oldest famous person you would have sex with?
Oh, that's a good question.
That is a really good question.
What? The oldest person?
Who is the
Oldest
oldest famous
famous
person
person.
you would have sex with? Like, would you have fucked Betty White?
Hell yeah.
Who's the oldest famous person you would have sex with?
Who's still alive? I don't want to get into the.
No
narcolepsy.
or narcolepsy required.
Who's old and still alive? Let's
Betty was
get a-
alive up
The
until
Queen.
pretty soon.
Who's
the Queen?
Who's the 007 Brosnan? Pierce Brosnan?
Yeah.
He's not that old. I would definitely
He's
hit
not
that.
that-
He's older.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but there's older people than him that
That's
I
my
would
vote.
still have
Pierce
sex
Brosnan.
with.
Your vote is Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
A, you're straight.
You could have you could have
But the
sex
thing
with the
is-
Queen.
But the
B, Pierce Brosnan, I don't even.
he's like 60.
but the thing is, I think that
We're talking octogenarian, non-Aryan.
You're missing the point of the question.
Centurion.
man.
he's old.
the
He's
point.
not.
He's 68.
That's pretty old.
No.
That's literally the
Leave-
oldest you would go.
You wouldn't go into the 70s or 80s.
That's as far as you'll
Throw,
go.
throw me some pitches. What do you got?
Sophia Loren. Or is she dead?
No, I think she's,
terrible
she's
couple.
alive.
I mean, I love.
That's an excellent answer.
That's actually the first person I thought of.
well.
She's alive. She's 87.
I think
That's pretty good. 87, pretty high. Gonna be hard to beat 87.
Yeah.
Can anybody do better?
Orville Redenbacher's dead, right?
Yeah.
You're still making love to his popcorn.
Mine was
Doesn't
Robert
matter.
Redford, but Robert Redford I don't think he's not 87. He's only 85. Sean
Then-
beat me.
God, it's not
Ben's
like we have
answer
to.
is like me saying Brad Pitt.
It's not like we have to go for the oldest guys. All right, this is not a contest.
That's the game.
the game.
That literally was the question I asked you. I said, what is the oldest famous person?
Well, you know what, Pierce Brosnan. Then, all right.
Okay, so
That's
that's
an old-
fine.
That's fine.
That just
It didn't
means you're
sound
not.
fine.
That just
Not
means
fine.
you're ageist, and because you won't fuck a 70-year-old.
He will be 70 eventually.
In a
You
couple of
wait
years,
till
he'll
he's
be
70 and then it'll be okay.
Yeah. What about you, Jacob?
Would you still fuck him when he was 75?
I don't know. I have to see how.
Yeah,
he
see, you're ageist. You 68 is all you get. Sean won 87. It's hard to beat
We
87.
didn't ask Jacob. Jacob.
I'd need to see some pictures to like really confront
What?
Jake
How
didn't
far
seem
I
to
can
have an
push.
answer.
how far I can push the whole sexuality thing.
What pictures do you need? We
I
got
would have
pictures.
picked Betty White if Betty White was still alive.
Yeah.
Sure.
If we had had this conversation
I mean,
4 months
if you
ago.
want my actual answer, it is the Queen.
Huh. I don't know.
That's cool.
Is it the status thing that?
Of course.
That's not an.
Who
No.
wouldn't want to say they had sex with the Queen?
I am more than happy to step
Oh,
into
I
that
think we have to
line.
narrow the parameters and say you never get to talk about it. Like it's a thing that only you will ever know. Oh. You can't be doing it for fame. That's,
Oh, no.
Yeah, you have
I
to
would
do
do
it.
it for money.
you have to be into it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he's into the Queen. All right.
No, he's
No. I mean,
I just feel like on The
Sean, don't
Bachelor,
step back.
you know, on The Bachelor when they're like, I don't think she's here for the right reason.
If if it's about how you would feel doing it, and if it's because of the status, then that's okay. But
I think I found mine.
Yeah.
Harry Belafonte.
Ooh, that is a
Ooh.
How old is Harry
good
Belafonte?
answer.
He's in his
Let's
80s, I'm
find
sure.
way.
out.
I don't think he's 87 though. I feel like I'm at a
Let's
disadvantage in this
see.
hold on, you
competition.
guys. How old is Reba?
She's not that old.
Okay.
Harry Belafonte is 95.
Fucking yeah!
Aaron
Look
won.
at him.
Let's see modern.
Look how beautiful he
Photos.
still is.
He'd still jump in the line, huh? Okay.
Yeah, he's still.
I can't believe I
doing
just
it.
won.
Yep. I did not think I didn't think anybody was going to beat 87, but yeah. 95.
Yeah.
Look at him. What a stud.
All right, I'll go for the mummy of Tutankhamun. Motherfucker.
That's supposed to be narcolepsy involved.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, you know.
Man, we talked about this.
So what year was he?
So how old is Reba?
1906? No. What year is it?
1927 he was born.
27.
I like the last 20 years.
1906.
Reba's only 66. Reba's not even that old.
20.
You lose, Jake. You're the
I don't feel like I'm
ageistest.
losing.
Or did he win?
You're the
like
ageistest
I'm
of us
losing.
all.
More than me?
I think you just crossed another threshold.
You were 68. He's
Yeah.
66.
Suck it, Jacob.
Yeah, you guys need to get a little
I mean,
more creative.
hopefully I will be able to. That's the point.
Yes. Hopefully, we will be.
No, Bernadette Peters is 74. I like that's a good that's a good pick.
Yeah. I mean, I just didn't want to disrespect her.
That's
You gotta ask her permission.
So,
I'm going to assume that for the purposes of this game, consent is implied.
Wow.
Oh, there she is.
Yay! All right.
Whoopi's
Kinda
there.
Yeah, Sean only wants the queen if she's not into it. Only she puts up a
Is
fight.
Guinan losing sleep?
No.
She doesn't seem to be. She keeps her shit together. Everybody else starts looking like they haven't bathed in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
This guy especially, he's going a little half zombie here.
He's like a QAnon. He's kind of like a conspiracy theorist because he's like, this is all some kind of weird test that the captain is putting us through. And Guinan's like, that is a ridiculous thing to say.
Do they throw him out the airlock?
Well, you're gonna see, right? Meanwhile, Data is totally fine because he doesn't sleep. So
Right.
he's the only person on the ship who's not losing his shit. Well, and Guinan.
Troy even? She's
Yeah, she's affected. See, look how like disheveled Riker looks.
You would imagine Riker of all people would be able to get by.
They were like, how do we show that these guys are really tired? Well, we're gonna muss up their hair a little bit
Yeah.
so that it looks like
How many like late night all nighters has Riker had and had to come in the next day?
I'm sure he's usually,
Yeah.
I mean, usually he looks perfect.
What's the cause of all of this?
They're stuck in a thing. It's an energized
In
cloud.
Jazz Cloud that they got to get out of.
Naturally.
Jeez.
But it's like a naturally occurring one. It's not like an evil.
I was like, this has got to be Worf's room.
So Worf is going to kill himself. This is a suicide scene because he's freaking out about the no sleep thing. Boy, I liked who the oldest person you'd have sex with was. That was a good question.
A lot of wild
I would have
answers
guessed
there.
he was in his 80s. I didn't realize he was in his 90s.
Still, Dolly Parton would be an excellent answer.
She's got a great personality, great spirit.
How old do we think about Dolly is?
She
It'd be like riding on a latex cloud.
She's probably close to 80.
76.
She's definitely done some things to her body.
I still got Redford still. I'm sticking with Redford.
Yeah.
Even though 85 doesn't win.
How about
You
Shatner?
like the blondes.
No, Shatner's not that
Shatner
old.
doesn't. And Shatner is not a good fuck. Like Shatner is selfish.
True.
I mean, I don't disagree.
You don't want to.
How
This
are
is
you-
a selfish lover, William Shatner.
Yeah. Totally.
Well, Shatner is going to be all about like Shatner being like, I'm William Shatner, like, you know.
I
Take
mean,
my captain's log.
one time would be fun.
Really? Yeah.
Why not?
Now,
No.
even now, Shatner.
Of the original cast, Well,
that's still alive?
90% of them are dead. So this is really a good question.
Would you rather fuck Sulu, Shatner, or Nichelle Nichols? I guess George.
Takei's alive.
Chekhov.
Oh yeah, Walter Koenig's alive.
But the rest are all dead.
That's an interesting question. Who would be?
I mean, George, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Sulu.
Takei is definitely in the best shape.
I don't know. Nichelle Nichols seems like she would be light
not-
and bubbly.
she's-
I don't think
fun
she's in her
She's
mind right
unhealthy
now.
right now.
right now.
Yeah. Well, it's what we're talking about right now, man.
In their prime.
Yeah.
Okay, in 1966, which one do you fuck?
So everyone's on the board again.
Everyone's back on the board.
I would go for Nimoy.
Yeah, that's a pretty good answer.
I like Nichols.
Yeah.
If you
Fun,
want,
like-
if you want a lady,
Well, if you're straight, your choices are kind of limited.
Well, no, but even if I wasn't, I think I would enjoy Nichols because
She was beautiful. I mean, she was
beautiful.
fucking gorgeous.
Oh, sure.
and
If you're going on looks, it's Nick.
Yeah.
It's Uhura, right?
Yeah.
Like 100%.
or druggy. What are your choices? Druggy Yeoman Rand.
Right.
well, not a bad choice.
Only if she
Or-
wears the beehive.
Or what about our favorite console
Screeny?
Screeny. Sure.
You forgot its name. How dare you?
You know,
Console.
What kind of fan are you? Can't remember can't fucking remember Screeny's name?
You're like knocky
damn it,
knocky
man.
nine door. Console.
This is unacceptable.
I apologize.
You're off the podcast, Nin.
I will be. Yeah. Throw me into the pit. Put me in
You're into
solitary.
podcast jail.
So is this guy. What is
Yeah.
going on?
He's got like a
Okay, let's
Is
see
he
what
go-
else.
is he
Let's see
gonna
what
be-
else I had on this list.
he gonna
of
be the
random
solution
shit
now,
to
this
talk
guy?
about. It's a bird explains to me Mario. We did that one. Who's the oldest famous person you would have sex with? We did that one. Do you have any really embarrassing crushes? Like, I was watching MTV Classic the other day, my favorite channel, and they played the cherry pie video, and I remembered that as a 14 or 15 or whatever when that song came out, thinking that Bret Michaels was super hot because he's actually not, but he is shirtless in that video.
Bret Michaels.
Yes, lead singer of Poison.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Do you have an embarrassing crush that you're like, oh, at the time I thought that person was super hot, but now I think that was a little embarrassing to think that because of how they were styled or 80s hair metal. Boy, that really sparked some scintillating conversation.
Right. Yeah.
What a good choice.
Well, let's ask
of topic.
while we're thinking. I think because we're just deep in thought, honestly.
My
we
mind
can
is
ask
really.
Philippe.
You guys like all went on a blast into the past as soon as I
It was
finished.
like
what-
we got on
My
the
taste in
train.
crushes has been
like-
flawless. That's why.
Woo. Well, Philippe didn't get a chance to answer.
Look how garbage
Ask
they're making
Philippe the
Troy
last
look.
question before that one.
Yes.
And
Who
while
is
we-
the oldest famous person you would have sex with?
I could get some pretty old.
Don't nobody say what their choices were. We'll see.
Get
The
deep.
winner is whoever picks the oldest person. But you have to mean it. Don't pick somebody just because.
Although I
you know
do
they're
have to
old.
say who Ben said because it's funny.
It's
not that funny.
Martha
It's
Stewart.
funny. You'll think it's funny.
Martha
He
Stewart.
said Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan.
That's good.
Who is
one.
both not old.
He's
old.
Not that old.
He's older than us.
Yeah, not that much older.
He's a bit older.
He's pierced.
He's 20 years older than us.
Yeah, he's 20 years
That's a whole generation.
Yeah. You go.
Okay, so Philippe said Martha. Let's see where Martha.
Not that old.
She's not that old. She's only in her 70s, I think.
really? She's less older.
You're never gonna win if you stay in the 70s.
I know.
Get older.
Did
Come on,
somebody
Philippe.
say the corpse of Betty White? Because I.
No, but I said that would have been my choice if she was still alive.
You say that my answer is Morgan Freeman.
What? Oh, okay, that's a good one.
Why did you have to whisper
Martha,
that?
I don't know.
We're on a podcast.
Because I'm setting him up right here.
Martha is 80.
So that's
pretty good.
That's super
decent.
Dude, I won this contest by like a lot.
Nope.
She did.
She said Rupert Murdoch.
No,
170.
not only did Erin win by numbers, it was also an excellent choice.
Yeah.
Like it's a sexy choice. It was a good
Is it Dick
choice.
Van Dyke?
No, but that's an
That's
amazing
a great
choice.
answer. That might beat it, right? Is he
Let's
older
see
than
how
that?
old. Let's see how old Dick Van
He's
Dyke
older
is.
than 95, isn't he?
He's 90s.
That is. Oh, that's an amazing choice, Philippe. He is 96.
You wouldn't really have sex with Dick
Swoops
Van
in.
I don't know, man. You can put on that Mary Poppins Cockney accent and just sweep me.
Dick Van Dyke can get it.
Give
you
us
wanna
give us a
know who my
little
answer
taste of
was?
your
Who was your answer?
Who was my answer, Matt?
Morgan.
Harry
Freeman?
Belafonte.
Harry Belafonte.
I was
Ooh.
telling Matt to say Morgan Freeman because you're
Oh.
still pissed about that dream you had.
the dream I had about you. Morgan.
Philippe. Give
I heard you say Morgan Freeman, but I didn't hear the rest of
I was
what
like,
you were
will
trying
you
to
tell
me.
Philippe that I said Morgan
I'm
Freeman?
so sorry.
It's
I
okay.
screwed it up.
It's all right.
Philippe, give us a taste of your romantic night. Give us a taste of give us a taste of your romantic evening.
Let's role play it. Hello, governor. It's me, Dick Van Dyke.
Deeper.
Hey.
Your opening line is,
Hey. What's the way? That's a good one.
Some folks say I could be Peter's one lesbian.
I'd like to go on a magic ride with you.
Shall I sweep your chimneys?
Yeah, that's a good one. Right into my chitty bang bang.
Take a peek at my chim chim
And scene. That was the end of that. It's not going to get any better than that.
Unless you actually got Dick Van Dyke. No, I think that would actually go down.
Yep, 96. What a choice. Brilliant. What a good game that was.
He's like still like making videos with his 40-year-old wife.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Here comes
way to go.
Here comes Guinan with some laser rifle action.
Yes.
She doesn't get a lot to do in this episode, but she does get to shoot a laser, so that's fun.
Yeah. Wow.
She gets to shoot. It's
She's
gonna
gonna
break
do
up
it.
this
She's gonna
fight?
do it right now.
Hell
There it
yes.
is.
Oh, yeah, I think it's all kind of pimped
Look
out.
at her laser rifle.
Yeah.
it's all Mass Effect-y.
Yeah.
The last time they had a brawl in the bar.
Did she just like punch a hole into the?
Yeah, she just shot a hole right into space.
Yeah.
Explosive decompression.
Yeah.
Didn't they have like a whole like
There has been a bar brawl in the
Blazing
in the-
Saddles brawl?
There was.
Brawl.
Yes. We have seen a brawl in 10 Forward once before. What's happening, Min, is
Is he an
almost
android?
nothing.
What?
This episode is very slow because all that happens is they're stuck in the thing. They realize that their sleep deprivation is making them lose their shit.
Yeah, they try to.
They put Data in charge because he's the only person who isn't affected by it.
Oh, sure.
Data,
good choice.
Deanna, because she's Betazoid, is having these visions
Yeah.
of the aliens who are on the other side of the thing that they're trapped in. It's sort of a finger trap kind of a deal, right? Like
Oh, yeah,
they're
it
both
is.
trapped in and they have to work together to get out.
Yeah.
So Deanna has to like convey this message to the aliens to tell them what to do. Because the Enterprise is shooting this red shit into the hole. And the aliens on the other side have to know what to do with
when
the
to
red
do
shit.
it, yeah.
So Deanna is trying to tell them, you have to do it right now.
Yeah,
Because
right
we're
now.
sending it through right now.
Put it in your butt. Put it in your butt.
Put it in your butt.
I think that's what she's doing right now.
And they're like, oh no, it's not working. Like, nothing's happening. But
This was the insight that Philippe had saved up for us.
I've been working on
while
it.
he was tending to his children.
There was like a whole montage that happened of scientific instruments and me like doing all this research and like put it in the butt. That's what I came up with.
And they did it.
They did it.
Meanwhile, that's it. That's
Wow.
it's over. That's what they did. Deanna was able to do the thing.
Oh,
There went the cloud.
was that the?
She's got a
money
little
shot?
smile on her face, so you know that it worked.
Yep. That was the alien ship that was also stuck in there with them.
They were stuck in it.
That's a Droxine moment for you right there.
I was putting Droxine directly into her.
Who wants to know? Who wants to guess who the first person to say the word Droxine on this podcast was? Because I have that in my notes
Ooh,
too.
wow, that's a
First
tough
person to
one.
say
Because I heard the episode where we first brought it
You
up.
did.
Was that Cloud
Matt,
Minders?
You did.
Or?
Cloud Minders. Yeah,
It was
I
the
think so.
Cloud
I
Minder.
think it's
Yeah.
gonna be Erin or Sean.
I think it was Philippe.
That's what I would say, Philippe.
Oh, yeah, it's
Min.
probably Philippe.
Aaron is right.
It
Min
was
said the word Droxine first.
Wow, nice.
Min, you're the inventor of Droxine.
I kind of remember that.
Do you?
I mean, that's a
I
pretty good
vaguely
legacy.
recall.
You were my second. I was like, if it's not Philippe, it's Min. I almost went with Min, but
I like how I stole the formula for Droxine. I feel like
You're like Gallagher too.
I like Martin Scarelli.
How dare you?
Nobody answered who your embarrassing crushes were, like Brett Michaels
I mean,
in
I'm
the Poison
not
video.
embarrassed.
Maybe,
That's not really
maybe,
embarrassing.
maybe you're in a room with people with no shame.
Yeah. I'm like, I think people find it funny that I was really into Pee Wee Herman, but I'm not mad about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a little.
It got weird for a
unusual.
while, and it was all
Wait,
like,
wait, how
he
weird?
was, you
well, when
know,
he got
when
caught
he was
jerking it in the movie theater.
disgraced.
Oh, weird for him, not weird for you.
She was into it.
I'm just saying, like, it became complicated for me to. So, but I don't really.
I don't know. What is Bjork a weird crush? Sure. Yeah.
I mean,
It
I
didn't
was,
get weirder
I
over
mean,
time.
she's weird.
Yeah.
Was she a crush?
I don't know. Maybe, but I mean, I
Okay,
don't.
you guys don't get it. You guys don't get this question. I understand.
well, I'm trying to think.
Not
of
every
what Brett
question in work
Michaels
is going to
is.
work for every group.
Well, do you have an answer, Matt?
Mine was Brett Michaels.
Oh, Brett.
That's what inspired the question. Was me watching the cherry pie video
Right.
and remembering that like 15-year-old me thought Brett Michaels was hot. And watching the video now, you're like, okay, I kind of regret some of my like earlier opinions.
Wait, is Brent Michaels Data?
No.
Yes.
What?
You can go to iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts to rate, review, and subscribe. You can email us at warpthepodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram at warpthepodcast. Our
I
merch
really
is
wish
at
Brett Michaels
Lunar
was Data.
Flare. You can follow us on Twitter at Warp Track. Follow me at Host Warped. Follow Min for Dungeons and Dragons and Call of Cthulhu podcasts at Wes Maynard. Go to patreon.com/warped to become a patron. You can get access to, I don't know, whatever we decide to put on there. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad.
Sometimes it's early, sometimes it's right before.
Sometimes it's 10 minutes before the rest of the world gets it.
Yeah.
Just depends on who's doing it.
Just remember that it's all done in good faith.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Lots of.
Well, I'm really happy to see all of you.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have
felt
to say.
special.
Did.
Thank you for the podcast and for the Taco Bell. I almost said Taco Bell.
Tacos Papas.
The Podco Bell.
Yeah.
Until next week, my name is Matt.
I'm Sean.
I'm Jake.
Philippe.
Aaron.
Thank you for listening and goodbye. Thanks for doing the intro, Erin. Should we talk about Alex Trebek's tacky house?